Hello and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Rich and Alfie, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Alfie's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and the motivations we give the dogs while we're working with them, and the training equipment that we are using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he'll keep most of that leash folded in his right hand, and that leaves your left hand free to give a correction. The correction, if needed, is a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You're going to want to keep that collar high up behind Alfie's ears while you're working with him, and that will give you the most control over him. You'll notice that Alfie is seated nicely on Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. The first command that we're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Alfie, heel. You're then going to want to take off walking, and Alfie has been trained to walk nicely on your left at your pace, and incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit. So anytime you stop walking, Alfie should sit nicely on your left, waiting for his next command. Now if you do stop walking and Alfie does not sit, you want to give a tug and release and tell him no, sit as a reminder. Very nice. It's important to praise him and motivate him, keep him interested in the training, let him know he's doing a good job. We're now going to demonstrate the stay command. You're going to use the open flat of your left hand and the one-word firm command to stay. When Rich returns back to Alfie, he's going to walk all the way around, and Alfie should remain seated until he receives praise or another command. Very good job. When you first start practicing the sit-stay, you're going to make his sit-stays relatively short. You're going to want to stand pretty close to him. And then as you practice the sit-stay, you're going to build up the ability for Alfie to stay for longer periods of time at greater distances. Rich is going to leave him in another sit-stay. And this time, instead of returning back, Rich will demonstrate the recall or the come on command.
Alfie, come.
The command is Alfie, come, and you're going to make him sit right in front of you. Perfectly done. And we'll show that to you again.
Alfie, go. Stay.
Rich will leave him in another sit, stay. And again, the command is Alfie, come.
Alfie, come.
And you're going to encourage him to come in and then sit nicely. Perfectly done. Very good job. It's important to incorporate all of these commands into your daily life, but also set aside about 10 minutes to run through the commands in a formal session such as this video. Rich is now going to demonstrate the down command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. When Rich returns back, he's going to walk all the way around, and Alfie should remain lying down until he receives praise or another command. Very nicely done. We'll heel him out of that, and we'll show you down from a heel position again. As with your sit stays, your down stays should be relatively short in the beginning, but build up his ability to do this command for longer periods of time. And this time, instead of returning back, Rich will call him in, so the command is Alfie, come.
Alfie, come.
And then you're going to make him sit right in front of you. Perfectly done. Very nicely done.
Alfie, go.
Nice automatic sit. And we're going to leave Alfie in a sit stay. He anticipated the down command, so Rich gave him a little correction there to make him sit. Now this time he's going to give him the down command from the end of the training leash. He didn't go down, so you're going to step in and give him a correction. And the correction, you heard Rich say no and gave a tug and release on that training collar. And then we're going to show that to you one more time. It's important that when you practice with Alfie, that if you give a command that you follow through. He's still young, so he's going to test you. So we're going to do it again. You're going to leave him in a sit stay, and we're going to do down from a distance again. We're going to step in and give a slight correction. Perfectly done. So when you get Alfie at home and you're practicing with him, always remember just what Rich did there. If you give him a command and he doesn't listen the first time, you're going to tell him no and give a slight tug and release on that training collar. Now when you come to pick Alfie up, we're going to go over all of this with you and teach you the proper way of giving the commands and the corrections, but you can always refer back to this video if you need to, and also keep us posted on how he's doing once he's back home with you, and schedule a follow-up lesson if need be. And we thank you so much for choosing choosing Nora's Dog Training Company as your dog trainer.